Hey guys,
Hello.
Hello.
how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
You look like you're in a proper gaming setup, ready to go.
I mean,
Kinda.
yeah. This is where we do most of our gaming, if I'm honest.
I don't want to interrupt your gaming, but
No, it's fine. We're not going right now. It's fine.
so are you guys in Warsaw?
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
So I'm in Montreal,
Okay.
but I used to live in Great Bar.
Oh, no way. Oh, my
God.
No way.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you're kind of like locals to where I used to be, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
round the corner.
Just around the corner, yeah. How's life in Warsaw?
It's the same as you probably remember it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's outside there's a big grey cloud and it's just ready. It's threatening rain all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
It's inspiring for musicians, though, isn't it? That's why we had,
I guess so, yeah.
that's why we had the Seattle music scene, because they were all locked in their basement because they didn't want to go outside.
True.
Yeah.
This is
True.
true.
Now, so maybe Walsall is the next Seattle.
Yeah,
Maybe.
well, you never know. You never know.
How are you guys feeling at the moment? It feels like with your band, just been like a steady climb going up and up, and then this thing happened in 2020, which kind of interrupted your climb a little bit. How's it been for you?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been strange and it's been a bit rough as well, really. Because I keep telling everyone that we've been, a band for 7 years, but it's actually 9 years because I don't class the last two as existing, really. But yeah, it's been weird because since 2013, when we first started, we've pretty much just been out on the road and played as many shows as we possibly can. And obviously for the last 2 years, we've not been able to really do that, which has been a really, really strange position to be in. And like you say, we've always been on a kind of steady climb. And the way that we've built a fan base and a solid foundation is by playing these live shows and connecting with people. So it's been a tough one to deal with, really.
Yeah, I mean, we recorded Revelation during it.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
So that's, one of the ups of the whole time. But yeah, definitely ups and downs and like being reactive towards what everything's doing, really.
Yeah, I mean the whole landscape's changed in terms of how we do things now. Everything's on a Zoom call, or the way that you interact with fans has been through live streams, and it's been very, very different. And I mean, we're musicians, we improvise, we adapt, so we're kind of used to that. But this has been a long one, hasn't it?
Yeah,
really?
For sure. Something that gaffer tape can't solve.
Oh yeah.
But you did get to play at least a couple of times, right? During that time.
We did. Yeah, we played a few festivals, didn't we?
Yeah.
One of which being Download Festival, which is at Donington Park, which is the new Monsters of Rock, effectively. And that was kind of a pilot scheme, which was run by the government to see. It was almost, we were like lab rats in a way, to see if we could do festivals now. With COVID that's been going on, but that was our first show back after sort of 18 months of not playing, and we played to 10,000 people. So my heart was like this the whole way through. It was
nice to be back, but so like surreal for one, seeing everyone just without masks and just having a great time. Everyone was so up for it. But yeah, it just felt amazing,
Yeah, but also kind of like we're being thrown in at the deep end. Again.
Yeah, for sure. Because like after having all that time not playing on stage, you would the butterflies probably would have been there anyway. And then for it to be that, it's a legendary festival. Monsters of Rock and Download. So that, like you say, is like straight into the fire. So your emotions must have just been all over the place.
They were. I mean, like you say, usually butterflies, a little bit of nervousness.
Oh yeah.
But then you're straight into the show and it's fine. There was a whole build up throughout the whole. For me personally, I was stood kind of side of stage and we were setting up all of our equipment, and my anxiety was starting to go up and up and up. But as soon as their intro was rolling, I put my guitar on and I started to walk out on stage. It just started to feel normal again. You know, it kind of, it sort of all comes back to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the most stressful part is like, have we forgot anything? Like, is the stuff still at the studio? Because we're so like out of touch with touring and
playing shows. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it was all good. We've got a very good crew.
Was there a conversation about what song you would play first because it had been so long?
There wasn't really, because probably for the last 3 or 4 years we've used the same song to come out with. So I kind of feel as though we wanted something to be familiar when we went out. You know, so we kind of kept it the way that we left it. You know, we kind of like picked it up where we left off when touring kind of stopped. So it was a no-brainer, really.
What song's that?
It's a Stay All Night.
Okay, of course. Yeah. Like a good invitation kind of song, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and you're about to go back out on tour again at the end of the month, right?
We are. We're just a couple of weeks out from it now.
We are.
Exciting times.
Will you be starting with that song still?
We're not.
We're
changing for this tour, because it's the Revelation tour. We're coming out to Revelation. Yeah, like,
it's gonna be something to get used to ourselves.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think we have finalized their set list now, and I think Stay All Night is second. So we haven't pushed it that far away.
But that's, you know, Revelation is such a big song. Like that's like setting the bar high from the outset.
I mean, I think because it's been so long since we've done like a headline tour, we wanted to go out there and just bang, you know. Big song.
We're here.
We're back. We're on the road, and you know, we're doing what we love, and that's why we decided with Revelation. It's a new record. It's kind of there's new elements in there that we want to kind of show off, you know, in a way. It not show off, I guess, but we want to show people what we're doing
straight away.
You know. So I think it's a good starting point. You know, hopefully we don't peak too soon.
Downhill from there. So as a band member, what are those differences on this record that you particularly want to show people?
I think there's a new energy on this record. You know, Robyn has started to do more vocal work on the record. So that's going to be interesting to bring, like, because Robyn's done backing vocals before now at our live shows, but you've actually got some lead moments where you're singing on your own, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be new, and also obviously being sat behind the drums, are you going to be able to hear us sing? You know, as much as we needed to. So that's going to be interesting to figure out. But also, I mean, we've got some sort of like electronic elements that we bring in. With the new kind of sound, you know, and I think that's going to be what really amplifies what we do. I think we've always had a lot of energy on stage, and I think we've finally been able to capture that on record. I just hope we can replicate it again now on stage.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. So when you started the band, what other bands were you listening to around that time? Do you remember?
Well, I think
for me it was like Theory of a Dead Man and
Shinedown, See There, Hailstorm,
definitely, Blackstone Cherry.
It was a lot of American bands and Canadian bands. You know, so but like I think it was the kind of time that we started the band, wasn't it? You know, like there was this kind of like post-grunge era that we were kind of digging, like Seether and Theory of a Dead Man, and I'll probably say that was a big part of our, you know, influences.
I think that's what we had a lot in common as 4 people. We kind of really dig like those bands together, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
You know, and we always used to go to concerts together and watch. Like I think we went to like a Blackstone Cherry, Shinedown, Hailstorm.
I'm pretty sure at some point they've all played on the same bill in the UK as well.
And so there's like a nice bonding session as well, wasn't it, as a band? But yeah, as we've gotten older, obviously our tastes have changed.
Yeah, I think they change year by year, don't they? Really?
Well, mine's weekly at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm literally listening to like pop 1 minute and then like metal the next. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think us getting older and our tastes have changed as well. That's obviously reflected within this new album as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
and I think that it's been more the urge to explore a little bit now.
Yeah,
that's been the main factor.
Okay, that's interesting. That makes me even more interested to hear the album in its entirety. Speaking of which, when you put an album together like this, how much attention do you pay to the actual sequencing of the tracks?
So, I mean, that will come. That's after it's all recorded and everything, and then this time around there was probably about 7 different orders that we put together, and it was kind of a collaboration with us and our team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what we felt was right, and I absolutely love how this record starts, because it starts off. And this is my opinion, and I'm trying to be as humble as possible, but it's 3 absolute bangers at the start. I absolutely love the way that the album starts.
Yeah.
And again, it's similar to the live show. It's been a while since we brought out an album, the same as it's been a while since we've done headline shows. So we want to come out the gates with an absolute bang.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of that's the energy that we want to start the record off with.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a I wouldn't say a long process, but it's a very fragile process.
Yeah.
Because I feel as though we have to nail it. We have to get it right. But then also you got to think now, with vinyl being so popular again, you got to think of how that splits over vinyl as well. So there is a balancing act that you got to do. And I think super happy with the running order of the record. Like I say, 3 absolute bangers straight out the gate.
Yeah. So, and you have got vinyl coming out. You've got colored vinyl coming out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got like 3 different vinyls. We've got a red one because the album's red.
Yeah.
And it's like a splatter design. And then we've got a blue one. And then we've got like a deluxe vinyl, which has got like a 22-page booklet in there.
22 or 24. I can't remember.
It's one or the other. Which is cool because we've only ever brought out 1 vinyl per album previously.
Yeah.
So to have different variations and different colors and
they look stunning.
It was really cool to kind of pick those out with the label and really sort of start again. This whole album has been about discovery and exploring different things.
Yeah.
And even down to the vinyl that we chose and the reasons why we chose them. You know, it all kind of means something to us. So to be able to offer all these it's just amazing. Yeah,
it's a revelation.
It is
quite literally.
Do you listen to vinyl a lot?
I don't say that we do.
No,
really. I think it's because the quality of vinyl player that we have isn't great.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't got. I mean, your dad has.
Oh, my dad's got like a stack of vinyl. Like he's just got so much.
He's got the split hi-fis.
Yeah.
With the amplifier and everything.
Classic.
Yeah, and it sounds great.
It does. Yeah. So, but we can't touch that though.
No, it's precious. And I wouldn't want to, just in case I broke it.
Yeah. I think at some point I would like to get a proper vinyl player with a good setup, because I think you have to do it right with vinyl. It's such a, you know, you can't just say, oh, I'll get this little turntable from a shop and then I'll connect it to a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, it's not gonna,
you know,
fit.
I don't feel as though I'll be doing it justice. So until that point, I've got a load of vinyl that I've collected over the years, but I haven't really got a way to play it and enjoy
just
the music.
Hipster.
It's all for show.
Yeah. So you've obviously, most of the artists that you've mentioned so far kind of fall roughly within your genre. But Robyn, you mentioned you've been listening to some pop music. What are some acts that you really love that might surprise your fans?
Well, I think I can speak for both of us on this one when I say Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
We've been digging her stuff. Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus's latest record is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it was almost a lockdown discovery for me. Like because leading up to lockdowns and we'd been so busy, I actually hadn't listened to much new music. But during lockdown, when I had some time, it was both Miley Cyrus and Dua Lipa that we discovered. And for me, the Miley Cyrus, it's got sort of like a head nod to Fleetwood Mac. And Dua Lipa is very much a nod of the head to like Motown and that kind of era, which is what I grew up. Like my mom used to listen to Motown and disco and all that sort of stuff. And for me, it's still in me. You know, I still really enjoy that kind of music.
Yeah, I'd say I've been listening to The Weeknd as well quite a lot.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Miley Cyrus when she played at the Chris Cornell tribute?
I haven't seen that. No,
you need to go and find that on YouTube. It's jaw dropping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like you wouldn't necessarily, especially early on in her career, you would never have thought that she would be playing at a Chris Cornell tribute.
No,
but there she was, and she knocked it out of the park.
Oh, amazing! It's like when she's worked with Metallica now, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And
her voice is incredible.
It is. Like, I mean, for me, when I'm listening to music, I don't really I see past the genre that I'm listening to, and I just listen to the songs.
Yeah.
You know, and the artist and the voice and what they're doing to me.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, a good song is a good song regardless of what instruments are playing on it. For me, at the core of every song is just a great song. Like if you take away guitars from rock songs and fill it with piano, it'd still be a great song because it's got that melody, it's got that flavor. So yeah, I mean, I think between me and you, we've got quite a diverse,
I'd say so,
listening habit. I mean, our playlists are just all over the place.
I think that's good though. I think, like, especially when you're in a band, if you're just listening to one genre, then you're just going to sound like a carbon copy of all of that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're taking influences from Dua Lipa and The Weeknd and all over the place, and then bringing it into what you guys do, you could create something brand new.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and I think that's what we try and have elements of these things. Like I say, with the Dua Lipa stuff, it's very groove based. And with Robyn being the drummer, you can sit right in that pocket, and then we can apply that to what we do.
Yeah.
And I feel as though we've got moments like that on this new record.
So if somebody had never heard your band, what song would you want them to start with?
Oh, that's a tough one. You're making me choose now. So for me, it's one of two. So it would either be Revelation, the title track, or it'd be a song called The Devil You Know.
Yeah, those are both good, to be fair. I agree with The Devil You Know.
Yeah.
Maybe Make It Out Alive.
I knew you was going to Make It Out Alive. I knew it. It's a 5-minute long song. Like, I probably wouldn't give that to someone on a first listen.
Yeah. I generally give people no choice. I'm just like, here, listen to this.
Lock them to the chair.
Yeah. Strap yourself in.
Are you good for 5 minutes? Because this, you got to hear this.
And you've toured with some pretty cool bands already, but if you could choose one ideal band to support, who would you choose?
Wow.
That's a good question. Like, you can either go like super classic, like, you know, the legends, or
you mean like someone like Aerosmith?
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say someone like Shinedown.
Yeah.
Would be cool.
Yeah. Skillet.
Skillet would be cool. I can't choose just one. There's so many tours.
You choose one and I'll choose the other.
Shinedown.
Skillet.
Well, we've put it out into the universe now, so
yeah, fingers crossed.
Who knows what might happen? So what's next for you guys? Obviously, the record's about to drop, and then you've got this tour over there. Have you thought further afield than that?
I mean, it will largely depend on how the world feels at that point. We always want to be out on the road as much as we possibly can. And I think it's going to be an 18 months worth of getting back to that. I would like to think. We've visited the States previously. We'd like to go back to the States. We haven't done the rest of Europe for a couple of years because of the circumstances. So it'd just be nice to go back to the places that we've visited before and play some more shows. And then it's going to be the next record.
Not ready.
Yeah. You know, so I mean, this is, we've got to constantly think about our next steps now. You know, it can't just be let's drop a record and let's go out on the road and then let's see what happens. It's a constant train of thought, isn't it? You know, where do we want to be in a couple of years' time, and who do we want to be? You know, that's always the question that we ask ourselves. And I mean, obviously we're promoting this record right now, but we're obviously still thinking about the next one and then maybe the one after that.
Onwards and upwards. We might have had a slight glitch in your steady climb, but it feels like it's about to continue. So congratulations on all of that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck with the tour and getting back out there on the road. And give my love to Walsall.
I will do.
Nice chatting with you guys. You take care.
You too.
Go and enjoy the rainy weather.
Yeah. See you.